Welcome to the science behind Facebook ads. So I think the first thing we have to do is explain really what Facebook ads is, right? So Facebook ads is placing an advertisement to a targeted audience on any Facebook network site. This includes Instagram, Messenger, WhatsApp, so many different partners that they have, even articles or external websites that your ad can appear on.
And also remember that there are many partners and there are many things that you can use and reach and strategies that you can go around it. So if you start a Facebook ad within the same Facebook platform, the feed that you scroll, you can then take the people that see the ad and take it to Instagram so they can know that you have an Instagram account. And they also know that you have a WhatsApp account, a Messenger account. So you can start taking the audience from one platform to the other super easy. So what's a Facebook ad? So every time you see a post, I know you're used to it, you see a sponsored under the name. That's people that are putting money behind the post. So they're boosting it. But what's the easiest way to do it is just click the boost post. If you have a business account, you can see it right there, you can boost it. But that's not quite the right move. But that's the easy way to do it, okay? But that's what it means. You're putting money behind your post, but you also have a purpose. You have a reason why you put the money behind it. It's not like, okay, I just want to be famous. I want people to see me. I just want to get likes, comments. Maybe that's not the reason why. But there are many ways that you can use that to your advantage, from bringing people to your doors if you're a local business, or if you want to create sales for your online store, etc. Okay?
Exactly. And this can either be done in the form of a video or a photo. So in specific on Facebook, that's kind of like the differentiating factor between Facebook and Google. Google is only text and Facebook is a more creative platform. So you can do your ads either in a photo, in a video. And then we have the different objectives. So what's really the purpose of you doing an ad? Just like Gabe mentioned, it goes a little more further than just I want to be famous, or I want to have more likes, or I want to have more comments. When you're creating an ad through the business manager, which we'll explain all about, you have these different purposes. So Facebook divides it into 3 different columns. The first one is brand awareness overall. That's basically getting your brand known. So this is perfect just to let people know around your area. For example, if you're a restaurant, if you're a local place, a local maybe beauty salon, anything like that. If you want people to know that you're there and that you're available, this is the perfect objective to use. Then we go on to the second set, which involves traffic, engagement, app installs, video views, lead generation, and messages. This is taking your ad a little further because you want to connect with the person viewing your ad. So you want them to do something in return to seeing your video or your photo if it captivates their attention. And then the last step, which is the last set of objectives, is actually going a step further and making a conversion, which is a sale, going straight to your catalog and purchasing online, or actually tracking them until they reach to your location. So that doesn't really mean that you're tracking their GPS location. It just means that, for example, if Gabe saw my ad from my store, from my ice cream shop, and I know that I know his name and I know his email from Facebook, when he purchases, I have that information, so I can automatically count that as a conversion because I know that from the ad he saw, it made him want to come physically and visit my ice cream store. So that's basically the science behind the store traffic ad.
So these are goal-driven campaigns. Remember in previous videos we said you have to have a clear goal, a clear mindset when you're doing marketing for your own personal brand, your own personal business, and yourself. So if you don't have a clear goal, we're starting from the wrong place. So after you decide, okay, I want to generate leads. I need leads from our real estate business, or I need to generate sales from my online store, or I need more restaurant guests, or I need more people for my spa, for example, or any kind of business. So after you decide, okay, what's my end goal? Then you can go into your campaign level and tell Facebook, listen, my goal is to reach more people. My goal is to generate more engagement to my videos. My goal is to generate more leads. My goal is to convert people from not buying my product to buying my product. So this is the importance of this first step. You're telling Facebook what you're going to do from the start, so they can optimize and look for that kind of people. So you're wondering, how do they know? How do you recognize who is a buyer, who is a potential lead? So they collect information about you every single day. Yeah. They know what's going on. They know who tend to buy on the platform. They know who tend to click on videos. They know who tend, for example, to put the email on the forms. So this is kind of, okay, I don't know how I feel about this. Facebook is striking me. I mean, that's another topic for another time. But what I can tell you is they have the information to make your business position itself. So you can use that to your advantage and actually use that database and also find the people that's right for your personal brand or your business. So this first step is super crucial.
Exactly. I think this is the most important, exactly determining what your ad is for. And then from here, you can answer the question which somebody asked, how do I pick my audience? But first start with this. And from this, each one really kind of explains itself, and there's not one that's better than the other. It's just that one tends to push your audience that's seeing the ad into doing an action, determining on what specifically you're choosing. One of, the most famous, I would say, is lead generation. This can either be used to grow your mailing list. Let's say if you're offering a freebie, if you're a realtor, if you are creating a course, if you are trying to promote a launch that you're doing. This is a really, it's a really trendy one because you actually get the person's information, either their phone or their email. So this is the perfect way to have that information and then to get a step closer by doing an email campaign. Messages is also a perfect way for you to talk and get a little more personal with the audience that's clicking on your ad. This can either be done through WhatsApp, through Messenger, and you can use bots to facilitate your process that you're doing. So it's amazing. No matter which one you pick, it works great as long as you have a good audience, creative, and then your copywriting. That's really the key things that you need to make sure that you're always focusing on. And later on, you'll see that we do have a free complete training that you can follow along to really see exactly what you should be testing, how you should be testing it, and how many creatives, how many copywritings you should test at a time.
Also, the objectives change depending of the business or the person. So feel free. I mean, I know it's a little bit overwhelming when you see all of these objectives. You're like, okay, but what should I pick? Which one should I choose? If I'm doing this, what should I pick? Is the brand awareness better than the reach? So what we can do is just send us a DM after the live, or just put a question down there and just let us know, okay, this is my business, this is what I do, which objective is right for me. So
what do you recommend?
So we can tell you, okay, this is better. Or if you're watching this on the replay or in the YouTubes or the podcast, also go to our TDC Digital Agency account on any social media platform, and we can tell you which is the right objective for your personal brand or your business, so you can make the best out of the money you want to invest into the platform. So this is super important. This is step one when you are creating your Facebook ads, okay?
So a big question that a lot of people have is, okay, how much will I be spending for this? So no matter what objective you choose, the minimum budget is $5 per day. So it's really not as big as people think. And this is a good amount for you to gets seen, and if you have the correct audience, it is a good amount for you to actually get some action back, depending on what specific action you choose. One of the questions that I saw right there in the comment is, how will I know my audience? So a key thing. A lot of people think that you should choose exactly who your audience is. So for example, if I have an ice cream store and I know that people like Gabe love ice cream. It's people that are into sweets, people that, maybe if he has kids, it's what they do on the weekend. I know he's my exact customer. Am I going to go into my ads and pick, okay, male, living 5 miles away from my location, this? No, that's not the correct way to do it. The best way to do it is to actually go broad. So just by launching an ad, let's say if I'm a local store and I just pick any audience between 5 miles. Oops. Okay, we're back. Any audience between 5 miles, then your ad will be shown, and Facebook will actually be the one to determine who your exact customer is. So just like you mentioned, Facebook has a lot of information, and it's not really in a creepy sense. It's really how you live your day-to-day lives. They know exactly what you like because it shows on what you watch in your feed. So that's exactly how to do it. Instead of picking so many little interests, make sure to stay broad and let Facebook be the one to actually narrow it down for you. This is a key factor in lowering your ad cost.
Also, remember, Facebook gets better by the month. So every year that passes, they have more information. They tweak the servers, they tweak the systems. So it gets smarter, okay? It used to be that you need to be really detailed so you can tell them, okay, listen, I only want these kind of people to watch my ad. But nowadays, it's super easy for them to just see, okay, so this kind of buyer persona or this kind of person is not actually engaging with the ad. It's not giving you the email, the lead, or they're not purchasing. So what they do is, okay, I won't show the ad to these kind of people, okay? So if you are an 18-year-old and you don't buy online, so they won't show the ad to 18-year-olds in the, Florida state, for example. So they know that these kind of people don't work for the ad. So they optimize and they show the ad to the right kind of person. So that's why when you start detailed targeting within the system, it gets more expensive. You don't let them work first. They need to find out in order for them to optimize. And the best way you can do it is by starting with a $5 budget. If you don't have the big, the investment, the big, money to make the investment, the best way to do it is, okay, start with $5 a day, find out, get the data coming in so they can optimize and make it cheaper for you to advertise, okay?
So now, let's say you're interested in getting started. So the first thing you have to do is go onto a computer and type in business.facebook.com. From this, you will be start to create your account. You'll be asked to log into your Facebook, even if it's your personal account. Don't worry, because remember that Facebook always links your business page straight to it. So this is super important. There are other ways to create an ad. There are easier ways to create an ad, but it's not the best way. And if you are starting with $5, it doesn't really matter how much your budget is. You want to make sure that your money is being well spent. And the best way to do that is to actually go on your computer, create a business manager account. It might take about 5 to 10 minutes, and you're the one who's going to pick exactly where your ad's going, what you're showing, who it's going to show up on, what placements you're going to have it on. This is super important, and these are options that you don't get when you just click on the boosted post, just like this picture is showing. So this is something that a lot of you have probably seen before. This is when Facebook is saying, hey, your post is performing so well, it's performing more than 85% better than all your other posts. Why don't you put some money in it? so that more people see it. It's super tempting. A lot of people fall for it, and a lot of people actually click because it's just so easy. And Facebook and Instagram, they put it on all of our posts so that it's really, you click on it and that's it. And one thing that a lot of people don't know is that they have predetermined options set for you that might not be the best ones. And these are the options that you have the chance of really editing online when you're on your business manager account.
Exactly. So make sure that you just don't click the button. I know it looks super tempting, super easy to do, and it makes you, sometimes because it's so easy for Facebook, they want to make it easy for you to advertise, which is a good thing. But if you want to take it up a notch, you want to be a little bit more detailed, and you want to take advantage of the full potential of advertising on Facebook, Instagram, the partner network partners, or WhatsApp, you need to go to business.facebook.com, create your account, and do it the right way. Still, if you are advertising for your e-commerce store, for your online store, you need to install the Facebook Pixel so you can start collecting that data and playing with the numbers, okay? It's up to you to decide if you want to boost it or not, but our full recommendation is not to boost the post from the actual platform. It will waste the money without controlling it or buying the data or whatever you're trying to do. Because the most important thing is to collect that information, because then you want to use it, okay? And there are many key metrics that we go in depth inside our free 2-hour training, but you need to make sure that you go to business.facebook.com, create your account, and start running ads from your own business, okay?
Exactly. So just like you mentioned, you do have some free resources. Facebook themselves have a complete blueprint for free, and it really explains the dynamic behind Facebook ads. You can just find this on Google by typing in Facebook blueprint. It is made by Facebook. And then we have also created a free 2-hour Facebook ads training that you can get completely for free by clicking any of the links in bio. So you can either go to Gabe's profile, my profile, or this TDC profile, and you can find it. This is a 2-hour training, and he goes from start to finish exactly what you need. And in this example, he's doing ads for an e-com store. So if you do have an e-com store, then it's your lucky day, because you can literally follow what he's doing step by step, and it's a proven formula to generate sales for your store.
But if you are not an e-com store, we also go over everything you need to do to start running ads, because you need to set up your account, you need to get everything ready, just installing the pixel if you are a landing page, if you are a realtor trying to collect emails, etc. So that's the main idea, that you get everything right in the first time so you don't mess after that. So you have everything well put, you're getting the data, you're not wasting your money, because it's super easy to just, start wasting $10, $20, $50, $100, $500 on Facebook without knowing what you're doing, because it's a different platform. It's something that you need to learn. Like everything that's worth having and sharing, it takes time to learn it. It's the same thing as going to school to learn a new craft. So this is the same. After you learn the platform and learn how to use it, it's gonna be a super valuable tool for your own personal brand or your own business. So don't neglect this opportunity right now. At the moment, Facebook is super cheap compared to other platforms. So you need to take advantage of this, because it's not something that's gonna last forever. At some point in 3, 4, 5 years, it's gonna be super expensive. It's gonna be like putting advertising to radio at the moment, newspapers, TV, and then you're gonna be like, oh, I should have taken advantage of 30 cents a click to my website, or I should have taken advantage to someone watching my video for 1 cent. Imagine that. Imagine you telling a TV network, oh, listen, I only want to pay 1 cent for each person that watches my commercial on your TV show or whatever. This is crazy. That's not a price that's normal for the industry. So you need to take advantage of what Facebook is offering and what's the potential, because every single person out there is within the screen that you have right now, the screen that you are watching us at the moment, or everyone is watching at the phone. If you are watching a TV commercial, if you're watching a TV show, a Netflix shows, the first thing you do is just go straight away to your phone. So what do you do then? I mean, you're watching your friends, the business that you follow, and then you watch an ad that's well performed, an ad that's optimized, and an ad that works. It's not like watching a TV commercial that you're like, oh, another one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the idea here is that you take advantage of the platform, because all the attention of people are inside the same platform. So just take advantage of that, take advantage of the current price, and it's super, super easy to do after you learn it.
Exactly. Some of the main questions that we got in regards to Facebook ads is, for example, how do I find my exact audience? So this is inside the 2-hour training. Of course, it's completely free. You can find that there. Also, retargeting. Retargeting is a super useful tool that is also inside the training step by step, because you do want to make sure that you're having the full tutorial. So that is in there. You can follow along as he's doing it on his desktop. Another question is, what was another question that we got?
How to install the pixels,
Okay.
how to do targeted audiences, hyper targeting. Is it okay to only test one video on one photo? Should I test more than 10? What's the right number? That's another thing. I mean, you need to be super thinking about the people that are watching your videos. If you are advertising to females from 30 to 40 years old, you need to know how to make your videos and make them relatable. Okay, it's not super easy. You need to be thinking about your audience first before you create your photos, videos, audios, or anything you're doing. Okay, so also how you write, is that the correct format? So you need to be testing, and Facebook lets you test and optimize and just test in 10 different things and see what works and what doesn't, so you can then turn off what doesn't work and just let it go. Imagine doing that with a newspaper. You only have one chance. That's it. You put whatever ad and you're hoping, crossing fingers that
It's
whatever...
working, and you don't even have any analytics that are coming back to actually see and have numbers to see, okay, is it working? Are people watching it? How long are they watching it for? Are they clicking? Up to what page are they getting to? You have none of that information with a newspaper, a radio, a TV ad.
Exactly. So imagine that. I mean, just put one ad, you pay $3,000 to a newspaper, and you're crossing fingers hoping that it works, and just wait whatever happens.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you have a Facebook platform that lets you put 30 ads, and you can pay 30 cents per click, and you test whatever works, turn off what doesn't, and just keep scaling what's working within hours. I mean, you can know what's going on after 24 hours of your campaign, and you can optimize and do better. The same thing with a TV commercial, the same thing with a radio commercial. You only have one shot, you pay a ton of money, and just cross your fingers and wait for the results. So this is the other opposite of the equation. So this is the way to go if you want to start growing your personal brand, your own business, your local business, your e-commerce. Facebook and Instagram ads is the best platform at the moment to advertise and invest your advertising money.
Yeah.
So just think about it. If you have any questions, you can go to our direct messages, you can go to our accounts. You can also access the free training at tdcdigitalagency.com/FB ads training. You can access the full 2-hour training. You can also go to the Facebook Blueprint. You have all the resources available for you, and you also have 2 mentors and the agency to help you out if you have any questions during the process. Okay?
Exactly, guys. So thanks for tuning in, and if you have any questions, do not hesitate in reaching out. We'll see you next Thursday. Bye bye.
Bye bye.